How's it going, Fleetwood? Today is Friday, November 3rd, 2023, and it's a Block Day 5. We need people to look over some babies. Babysitters are needed next Wednesday, November 8th, for the Andrew Mayer PTC meeting. If you're available from 6:45 p.m. to 8 p.m., your help would be greatly appreciated. If you need volunteer hours, this is an easy way to rack them up. Contact the office if you are interested. Join the Roar Store on November 10th to celebrate Veterans Day. Buy one of our 2023 Veterans Day t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, or hooded sweatshirts from the Roar Store. A portion of each sale will be donated to Keystone Military Families. Stop by room 13 to get your shirt today. The Women's Empowerment Club is selling some cool t-shirts. It would be a great help if you could purchase one in support of the club. Contact Mrs. Rankin in room 9 to see one of our Roar Store advertisements in the hallway. If you go to Fleetwood, you've probably used our new SmartPass system. Our TV media team took a deeper dive to give you a look into how it all works. With the coming of the 2023 school year, both Fleetwood's middle and high schools have introduced a newer and more effective way to sign out, the SmartPass system.
It's very much oriented for you guys to be able to have a lot of control over your travel, but also gives us the records we need to enhance our safety and security.
SmartPasses are easily accessible to students and teachers alike and can be initiated by either, whether on Chromebook or by phone. They keep a more precise record of students' whereabouts and eliminate conflicts that paper passes may create. To access your SmartPass account, go to the SmartPass login page and click Sign In. There, you can sign in with your school email. When creating a pass, you must first select where you are. If you are in a specific teacher's room, search their name in the Where Are You bar. Then, select where you're going. Set your timer, and you're good to go. If you fail to return in time, your tracker will lapse into overtime. This notifies hall monitors as well as Miss Nyman that you have not returned to class. When asking her how long we will see Fleetwood High School using the SmartPass system, Miss Nyman told us that they are here to stay.
I don't see it going away. It's been working really well so far. Students like it, teachers like it, I like it, and it's been really good for us, so I foresee us using it for quite some time.
The length of timers, as well as other aspects of the app, are expected to be modified as more data is collected. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Theodore Cayley. We all know aliens are real, but we've never actually had the evidence to prove it. But now, things have changed.
On September 12th, 2023, Jose Masan, a ufologist, a person who studies UFOs, presented to the Mexican Congress what he is claiming are 1,000-year-old alien corpses that he found. Doctors put the aliens through X-ray scans, and it showed that the aliens had skeletons and that one of them even had an egg sac in it. They've had these corpses since 2017, so why would they show them 6 years later? The person who found the corpses, Jose Masan, can be questionable, because Jose has found other non-human corpses, but they were proven to be faked. So how can we believe that these aliens are real? Recently, there have been hearings in the U.S. Congress about the existence of beings and aircraft from faraway places. People like Jose Masan are making legitimate study of UFOs difficult for other people. Now let's ask Mr. Dreisbach about these aliens.
Do you think the aliens are real? If you look at the pictures of it, even with the x-ray they supposedly did of it showing the skeletal structure inside, it just looks completely fake. It looks almost as if you took bones and put like concrete or paper mache around it, and as they hold it up, it just looks like this little doll that the guy made. I'm not buying it. Do you think we can trust this Jose Masan guy? One word, no. Do you think there could be other aliens out there? So here's the gist. Do I believe in aliens? The answer is yes. Does that mean I believe in little green men? Not necessarily. Aliens could take on any form of shape they want to. But we got to look at it from a number standpoint. In the Milky Way galaxy, we've discovered 3,916 planetary systems. Okay? Each of those systems could have 8 planets, but that's basically 3,916 documented solar systems in our galaxy by NASA. Okay? According to scientists, there could be upwards of 2 trillion galaxies out there. So if you do the math, that comes out to potentially 2 trillion galaxies times the number of systems in them. That could be 7.8 times 10 to the 15th power of planetary systems out there. What are the odds that we're literally the only object out of all those objects that has life on it? So from that standpoint, do I believe in aliens? Yeah, I believe in aliens. And if you want to get to more facts, we've discovered bacteria called archaea alive in space, living in asteroids because they breathe iron the way we breathe oxygen. Therefore, couldn't that same object crash on another planet and cause life to start on that planet? Because that same bacteria we've discovered in space, guess what? We've discovered that same bacteria deep inside the Earth. Not only can it withstand the cold of space, it can withstand the heat inside the Earth, and it's still alive. So yeah, I believe in aliens.
So, do you think these supposed aliens are real? Signing off for Tiger TV News, I'm Aiden Smeltzer.
Thank you very much, Aiden. Now I won't seem crazy. There are a lot of things happening in the world of sports this week, and we've got our expert to go over it with you. Now let's over to Brody Davies with sports.
This week in sports, the Texas Rangers went on to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-1, winning the World Series. In basketball, Victor Wembanyama dropped 38 last night in Phoenix and led the Spurs to victory to put them 2-3 this season. The Titans also lost to the Steelers 16-20. The Fleetwood soccer team is playing in the district finals against Camp Hill on Saturday in Cumberland Valley. Last week, our Fleetwood boys football team played Daniel Boone. Last week, Nate stopped in. Let's take a look on how the team did.
The Fleetwood Tigers football team traveled to Daniel Boone last Friday for their regular season finale. The Tigers look to avenge their 35-7 loss from last year to the Blazers and clinch themselves a spot in the Eastern Conference Championships this year. On a perfect night for football, Fleetwood would take no time getting on the scoreboard with a long touchdown run by Zion Brickell. Fleetwood's defense was stellar all night and made big plays to keep the ball in Jack Riffle's hands. Zion Brickell added another touchdown early in the second quarter to extend the lead to 14. Fleetwood would have another red zone trip, but unfortunately fumbled near the goal line. Daniel Boone gained momentum with a few big plays, but the Tigers' defense was too stingy. Zion Brickell added his third touchdown of the game in the closing seconds to send the Tigers into halftime with a 21-0 lead. The Tigers took the reins again in the second half as Riffle found his favorite wide receiver this season, Mason Musitano, for a touchdown. Riffle found Musitano for two more scores later in the game as Fleetwood went on to win 42-0 with 3 touchdowns from Zion Brickell and 3 from Mason Musitano. Tigers clinched themselves a spot in the Eastern Conference Championship and will wrap up their season this Friday at Shamokin High School. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I am Nate Herb.
Shout out Mr. Gasson and Kurt Gordonette. Yes, sir.
Thanks, Nate. Tonight, the football team takes on Shamokin in the Eastern Football Conference 4A Championship at Shamokin at 7 p.m. Back to you, Teddy.
Thanks, Brody. Now it's time for our weekly segments. Here's Mr. Dreisbach with our first installment of Random Ramblings.
All right, we got our cup of destiny in front of us here. Topic of choice is, holy crap, that's a long one. Who do you think would win in a fight with Batman versus Iron Man? I don't even need 30 seconds for that one. Batman. It's that simple. All right, in the comics, Captain America fought Iron Man, and Captain America beat Iron Man by simply shaking his hand with an EMP, and Iron Man was shut down and got the crap kicked out of him. Batman is way smarter than Captain America is, so therefore Batman should be able to beat Iron Man even quicker. It's real simple. Batman has technology, so does Iron Man, but if you take away the technology, Batman's still a ninja. Ninja beats human. Done.
Thank you for that, Mr. Dreisbach, but I'd argue Iron Man would win. But we'll save that for another day. New this year, Danny is exploring the wide world of fish with The Weekly Catch. Join him by the water to learn some interesting information about our fishy friends.
Following segment is called The Weekly Catch, where I spin our wheel of what and give you information about a certain fish. I think fish are amusing creatures, and I want to share my interest with them through fun facts. Today on The Weekly Catch, we caught the Spanish mackerel. The Spanish mackerel typically lives up to the age of 12, but there's been cases where the fish lived as long as 25 years. They are located at the Florida coast and Gulf of Mexico. They sometimes inhabit shallow waters and ocean bottoms, located at depths of 10 to 40 feet, but are usually located at depths of 80 feet. The Spanish mackerel is incredibly fast and can reach an average speed of 18 feet per second. Female Spanish mackerels can lay thousands of eggs at a time, and between 500,000 and 1.5 million eggs throughout the spawning season. They like to swim in large schools for protection and can stretch up to 20 miles wide. The Spanish mackerel like to prey on sardines, needlefish, herring, mullet, anchovies, menhaden, shrimps, and squids. Thank you for tuning in with the Weekly Catch. Reporting for Tiger TV News, I'm Daniel Roscoe.
Thank you very much, Danny. Enlightening stuff. Well, that's Tiger TV News for Friday, November 3rd. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with more news stories.